What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dark Avenger Live. It's a Monday and I have my voice. Holy crap. It's insane. I forgot to shave, though. I'll do that tonight, though. We got Brilly, we got Black Knight, and we got Ayla in the chat. What's up, Ayla? Finally catching a YouTube Live. Hell yeah. So we got previews to go through today. We've got a reveal that's going to be going on tonight. At the end of the night, it's going to be a big reveal. And we've also got one piece of news so far I really wanted to touch on. I look fine, yes, but the neck beard is always nice to get rid of every once in a while, really. I know. But anyway, I did get one thing today. I do want to show it off because I'll probably end up sharing it on Instagram. This thing sold out from Marvel Studios. It's Wolverine from X-Men 90s or 97. They had a bunch of other figures. I would have loved to have grabbed Rogue and Storm, maybe Gambit as well. I wasn't really a big fan of Bishop. Magneto, eh. So I would have liked to have at least grabbed the other three, but Wolverine's the one that sold out, and I'm really happy that I got him. And y'all have seen my Scarlet Spider already. So before we get into the previews and the reveals and whatnot, next weekend is New York Comic Con. So I expect to have some stuff to talk about, hopefully, next week. But for this week, we've got previews. Anyway, yes, you want Gambit. That was what I was trying to click. The big news that I feel is discussion worthy this week is Trollin told me the announcement recently that they are no longer going to be dealing with Magic the Gathering as of January 2024. They are going to be liquidating their entire stock, getting rid of everything, and they will no longer be dealing in Magic the Gathering. They will only be doing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and a few other other little trading card series or whatever you want to call them. I think this is a big thing, and a lot of the reasoning behind it is the singles aren't selling. They're not worth as much, and let's be honest, everyone. Out of all the TCG series out there, Magic the Gathering has got to be the most expensive series to keep up with. And you got three. You've got the collector. Whenever they release a set, we got Joe Doom in the comments. What's up, Joe? You've got the collector's edition, which is all holographic. You've got the draft, and then you've got the regular booster. Regular booster, you can get anything. Draft is more. They're more. The packs are more set in I don't know, rarity, or I forget how they explain draft, but draft is more for the players, boosters are more for the collectors, and then the collector's edition is more just all cards holographic and they're worth more money. The most expensive. And honestly, it's been so hard to collect Magic. I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but when you have the same card over and over again, I mean, how many times, what's up, Tevia? How many times can you grab a Magic card before you start saying, okay, I understand the Magic card's here for a Gyarados, but my God, almost every other set has a Magic card in it. So, looking over that and the fact that I don't really care about Yu-Gi-Oh too much because their cards are smaller than all other TCGs out there. And in America, they like to censor all the really cool stuff. And they're censoring it for no reason. Mostly adults are buying these cards at this point. I don't understand why. But anyway, Magic has been on a downward spiral. Yes, I understand, Tevia, but this is a big deal going on. So Magic for me was my favorite TCG next to Pokemon. And as you all know, I'm a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons. And when they did the big crossover with Dungeons and Dragons, I got a bunch of boxes. I still have to open those boxes, but Magic has always been that type of card series for me where I love the dragons. I love a lot of the themes that came with Magic. But the problem was somewhere along the lines, Wizards of the Coast, as always, got greedy and wanted more money. Yes, it did twice so far. We had Baldur's Gate and we had just standard D&D. Somewhere along the lines, Magic thought, hey, we're a big deal, Wizards of the Coast, of course, and we should start charging more for our cards and start doing more special things for our cards. Magic has got to be the most expensive TCG series I know of. And to be quite honest, I love the artwork. I don't play much anymore, and they've changed the play style for Magic a bunch of times, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! And they've black sorry, they've blacklisted multiple cards throughout and then re-released them with a different type of description or use. But anyway, beside the point, um, Magic is losing fans quickly. Wizards of the Coast are losing fans quickly. Wizards lost a bunch of fans when they made that almost self-destructive announcement of changing their terms of service when it comes to D&D, and they backtracked on that. But I promise you, they backtracked on it only to revisit it and add more later on in the years. That will come out. All the stuff they want to do or wanted to do, they are going to release it slowly over the course of the next 10 years or 5 years. I promise you, what they wanted to do with the terms of service will eventually happen. I know it. I know it because that's what Wizards wants, and that's what Wizards are going to do at some point. It just hasn't happened yet. Now, but Wizards of the Coast also owns Magic. So we almost lost D&D. Thank God they backtracked. We still have D&D for now. However, Magic, they've never backed down about the sales. They've never backed down about the price, about the amount of cards. And I really feel like this past year, with all the crossovers they've been doing with Jurassic Park and D&D and a bunch of other things, I forget, they're crossing a oh my God, it starts with a W. Why is it leaving me? It left Warhammer. They've been crossing over with so many franchises to really try to revitalize their company, and no one's buying into the bullshit. They've even done Lord of the Rings, and no one bought into that bullshit. Magic's in trouble. Now, is Troll and Toad the be-all, end-all for card sales? No, not really. I mean, you got TCG Player. You've got a few other websites. So Troll and Toad is kind of lower on the list of websites. But for Troll and Toad to be like, we don't care that we're going to lose sales, because everyone who buys Magic from Troll and Toad will now just go to TCG or other sale sites. They don't care about losing whatever fraction of sale of buyers they have, because it is that small. It is that low. The sales are that bad that they do not care about losing however many customers, because they just can't deal with Magic anymore. That's Troll and Toad. Can you imagine if all other TCG sites start to do the same thing? We're talking about the possible either end or the price dropping dramatically for Magic the Gathering in order for it to survive. Or we will no longer have Magic the Gathering. I have a feeling that if Wizards of the Coast don't get their heads out of their ass, this has not been the year for Wizards of the Coast. From the start of the year with D&D to now with Magic the Gathering, Wizards are in a very, very dangerous place. And they're in dealings with Hasbro, because Hasbro deals with the sales of Dungeons and Dragons, the sales of other Wizards of the Coast things. It's not a good look for Wizards to be screwing up this much. It just did. It was a theme. I sold all my Magic the Gathering cards and got out. Have you tried the Game of Thrones card game? I have not sold my Magic the Gathering cards. I'm a collector. I'm not a player. So I don't have to worry about resale or playing. So for me, I bought them for the artwork for myself. So, but yeah, no, I feel like Magic, if you have Magic cards and you're looking for value and for sales, sell now, because that Black Lotus that's worth $1 million is going to be worth $1 one day very soon, because Magic is no longer going to be played or sold unless Wizards of the Coast does something spectacular and fixes their shit. And are they going to do it? No, this is Wizards of the Coast. These people think that they're the elite of the elite. They don't even realize that they're losing. But again, there are the fans. There are those fans that will stick by Wizards and spend $300 on a box because they are just diehard fans, and I can't wrong them. I am a fan of Superman. I went through the Bendis era. I went through the New 52. I went through hell with Superman, okay? And I stuck by it. So if they have the $300 to burn, great. This is why you will not see me doing TCGs anymore, because I've gotten back into comic books and I've started reading a bunch. I knew when the reviews started, my list was going to start growing. It did. And because of the announcement that's going to be later tonight, that's where the rest of my extra money is going to be going. I don't have the ability to spend $200 on a box of cards that I'm going to be getting doubles and triples of everything except the rares. And again, it's just not worth it. You understand, Wizards? Your cards are not worth $300 a box unless you're quadruple sizing your boxes. Sorry, your cards aren't that worth it. Nor is your card game at this point. You're ruining it. You're destroying it systematically. So that's the only I cannot talk tonight. That is the only news piece I have that I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of you don't deal with Magic the Gathering or have gotten out like Black Knight. But for me, that was the only card game I was getting to unbox for either this channel or the entertainment channel. And now I'm not even doing that because it is ridiculously, I forgot to put something on my live. Oh, there we go. It is ridiculously too expensive. Absolutely too expensive. I'm sorry. So good luck, Wizards. You lost me after Baldur's Gate. I am not going to be coming back for any more. At least not boxes. Maybe packs every now and again if your packs aren't ridiculously priced, but I am definitely not going to be getting any more booster boxes or anything. I have money that needs to be spent elsewhere for my recreational stuff, such as comic books. Let's talk about the previews that are coming out for the month of December. Yes, December 2023. And then we'll go into the books that are coming out next week. And then hopefully, like I said, next week we'll have more news. This week we have previews. Titans Beast World is starting, everybody. Well, no, I'm sorry, it's not starting. It's continuing with issue number 2. I'm not bothering. I'm getting the Metropolis crossover, and that's it. I really just don't have the time, nor the ability, nor the want to continue to bother with that series. However, a new series, because we're losing some of the minis for Superman. We need another one. Kneel Before Zod. I will be getting Kneel Before Zod. I'm very interested and excited to see the Zod ongoing or mini series. I believe it. I don't know how many issues it's going to be. It's not saying. It just says issue number 1. So there's going to be a special foil variant too, of all things. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, it's the that cover that I looked at, but looking forward to it. I will definitely be there for that. We're gonna have Batman Santa Claus, a bunch of Batman books. Hopefully, I'll still be. I am reading Nightwing. I'm liking the Pirate arc right now, and hopefully, I'll still be reading Batman and Robin. First issue was very strong, and the last issue I read of Nightwing was very strong. Where else we'll go, we'll see. Outsiders, I'm going to try issue number 1 when it comes out, and we'll see where that goes. Superman 78, Metal Curtain, issue number 3. I'll be definitely reading Superman 78. I love my Superman 78. Love your cosplay for Spider. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Tevi. I'm waiting on the mask. Once I get the mask, we'll start doing some stuff on TikTok and for YouTube Shorts for sure, 100%. Superman issue number 9, looking very interesting. And then we also have Batman Superman World's Finest, continuing Kingdom Come. I'm very tempted to get the variant over here of Superman if it's not a ridiculous price. If it is, then I'm probably not going to get it. Going to be reading both of those books. Super excited for both. Oh, we're doing all this, huh? Action Comics 1060, and the annual is going to be coming out for December. Looking forward to both. I see that we have Constantine in 1060. And there are a lot of really cool covers for Action Comics too. Damn it. It's just I can't afford to get more than one. A little note here for Flash. There's going to be a new character introduced. So definitely get your hands on Flash number 4. Might be important. And then Speed Force, I'm going to be reading digitally. But apparently Connor is making an appearance. We'll see how big of an appearance it is. If it's big, I could always go back and grab the first issue. I'm not bothering buying it physically. It's just not worth it for me. And then we're doing more of the Golden Age books. Probably be reading most of those digitally. I'm getting the first issues because they have the foil covers and they look awesome. Hopefully they'll continue to be going strong. Green Lantern and Green Lantern War Journals, another 2 books I'm really looking forward to. I'll read your comment when we get out of the DC book, Tevia. I don't know where I'm going to be, but this is the last issue, I believe, for Fire and Ice. No, there's one more after this, issue 5 of 6. What a weird crossover. That's all I'm going to say. Issue 2 came out last Wednesday. I'm going to be covering that soon. I'm hoping to get that done. God willing, I'll probably get it done tomorrow and get it uploaded by tomorrow. So this way we're back on time with everything. Finally, Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor, issue number 2. I felt like I missed it for a while there. I really did feel like I missed it. I'm glad I didn't miss it. And then we got a bunch of trades. I'm not going to go through all the trades at all because there's a bunch of trades. But I really did feel like I missed it. I'm glad to know, thanks to this book, that I didn't miss the second issue yet. Let's see, what do we got with Action Comics? Favorite book? Yes, it's been my favorite book as well. Worried about the Flash. I'm not worried about the writing as much as the art. The art didn't really speak to me. Now, this is Marvel. This is Marvel, people. We've got a lot of. I mean, we don't even get into the. Oh no, we get into the trades fairly quickly. So here's where the trades start. So all this is their books. So we got a lot of Marvel, and there was actually talk about Marvel recently. My mother was reading an article somewhere in the news where Marvel is really suffering, and Disney is the reasoning behind it, because Marvel releases so many books and they're not selling, and they're continuing to release more and more books instead of realizing, oh shit, it's not working. But anyway, so we've got Timeless, a new series or a new mini that's going to be coming out, the future of Marvel Universe, featuring the debut of 2 new Marvel icons. I might grab the first issue just because, but will I be continuing it? I have absolutely no clue. And then we got Moon Knight, Remembered. Moon Knight issue 30. Moon Knight dies, apparently. The terminal seconds of Moon Knight. So we're going to see maybe Moon Knight be dead. I don't know. But you know, in comic books, when one person dies, another one either takes over or they come back to life. It's just what it is. No, Tevia, they will not close it down. Not going to happen. The Vengeance of Moon Knight. I like this costume, and I might get the first issue. Are we seeing a foil cover? Yes, there is a foil cover coming out. It even says right in blue, right down here, to talk to your local comic shops. Come on. It says to talk to your local comic shops to inquire about the foil pricing. And who is involved in this? I might grab this issue, Vengeance of the Moon Knight. I might just do it. Looks interesting. Why not? I like the costume. Spider-Man, I am not dealing in the gang wars. I'm sorry. No, thank you. Same thing with Miles. Same thing with anyone who's involved in gang wars. Nope, and nope, and nope. However, Superior Spider-Man, I will be checking out. I definitely will be checking out Superior Spider-Man. Hopefully, I'll still be enjoying Superior Spider-Man, and we'll see if I'll be back for issue number 2 of Spider-Boy. It just all depends. I will not be getting the Humberto Ramos variant, though. I will say that. Marvel will never close down because Spider-Man will always... Exactly. And it's not just Spider-Man Night. You've also got X-Men and a bunch of other things. We'll see if I'll be sticking around for the Secret Wars Battle World. We'll see if I'll be sticking around for that. I did get issue 1. We'll see if it was worth it. I'm not dealing with gods. Marvel Zombies. I'll probably end up grabbing Marvel Zombies because I like Marvel Zombies. I just do. Oh boy. We'll see if I'll be reading Spine-Tingling Spider-Man by issue number 3, but I will be reading Wolverine issue number 4, where he versus the Predator. Wolverine versus Predator. I will be dealing in that one. Bunch of facsimiles or whatever. We're not dealing with facsimiles. I might check out Smash with Spider-Gwen. I do like this cover. And there is a foil cover for it. When I hear foil cover and I want to try out a number one, I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, maybe haha, Chris, you're being just like every other consumer. Yeah, look, I'm a buyer, I'm a comic reviewer, and I'm a comic reader. F off. So I see that there's a foil variant, and that does kind of get me interested in wanting to grab issue number one in foil. So if it does suck, at least I got a really cool foil variant. And it's Spider-Gwen. So no matter what, the cover is going to look awesome in foil. Yes, I'm one of those people. And apparently there's a is there a poster for this? I think there's a post. This is going to be a poster. I'm not too sure, but if it is, I might actually be interested. Might. Nobody quote me. Might. See if I'll be still reading Daredevil with issue number 4. I'm sure by issue 4 I'll know whether I'm keeping it or not. Looking forward to Invincible Iron Man as he continues to help the X-Men. I am reading X-Men, by the way, so I'm looking forward to X-Men 29 because for some reason it connects with Iron Man right now. I'm not reading any Star Wars books as of right now because we're still dealing with... Oh, I didn't get there yet. They just advertised 2 Star Wars books and then we go back to Marvel. Okay. I won't be reading any Star Wars books till we get away from Dark Droids, at least. I will be reading Uncanny Spider-Man number 5. I really like the first issue, and I'm sure I'm going to be sticking with the rest. This is my jumping on point for X-Force. X-Force Reloaded special issue, the beginning. I don't know. Am I making a mistake not reading Dark X-Men? Is anybody reading Dark X-Men? Is it worth checking out? And also I'll be reading the final issue of Uncanny Avengers. But is it worth it? Because right now I know there's only 2 issues out of Dark X-Men. Is it worth a read? Isn't it worth a read? And then we have Christos Gage doing a X-Men number 1. Might be interested. Might. I don't see that there is a foil variant, so we'll see. For $5.99, we'll see. But Wolverine number 1 is getting the facsimile is getting a foil variant, and it's Wolverine. Yes, I will. And Wolverine 40 is going to have Spider-Man in it. Loving it. Wolverine, I'm so glad to be back in that. We'll see where I'm going with Avengers Inc. I believe this is a miniseries anyway, so I'm trying to see if it's like 4 of. No, this is an ongoing. It's not 4 of. It's going to continue moving forward. I'm still going to be in it. And I don't know if I'll still be in Captain America, but we'll see. We shall see. Immortal Thor, I did like the second issue. We'll see if I'm still around for issue number 5. Loving the covers. The covers are gorgeous. I will say that. I don't read any of these. Now we're in Star Wars. Yes, we're in Star Wars territory. Not going to be reading any of those until we get past the Dark Droids. And now we're in the trade paperback. So there you go. Not a lot, but I will be keeping an eye out for all the foils that come out of Marvel at least. So any issue number 1s I'm going to try. I'm probably going to get them in foil just because even if they don't do well, we'll see. I might end up taking all my foils. I think it's $25 a month for CGC. And then it's like, I think $5 per book or something like that. I've never CGC'd my books. But if it is like $5 a book, especially for the modern, I'll probably end up sending off all of my foils at some point to get CGC'd. Because I'll have the issue number 1s digitally anyway. So I might just CGC the foils just to have them all in nice collected nicely in their little foils, and we'll see. Well, we'll see what the grades come back as. Also, it's a little fun reveal to see what the grade is for each one. At least I think that way. If it's cheap to CGC current modern day comic books, why not? Especially if I'm not going to be, if I have them digitally and I'm not going to need to read the issue again. Let's see. How are we going to present? We're going to share screen because we are now going to Midtown Comics to see what's coming out next week. So Dark Horse has 2 number 1s coming out. I'm not reading either one, but I will mention Operation Sunshine. And here we go, Space Usagi Yojimbo. Oh, I'm sorry. Space Usagi Yokai Hunter. That's what they're calling it. Batman and Robin issue number 2 comes out next week. Looking forward to that. What else we got? What else do we got? Oh, we got Batman City of Madness. I doubt I'm gonna read it. There are way too many Batman books. Green Lantern #4. I'm looking forward to that. Superboy issue #6. The Man of Tomorrow issue #6. I made a mistake. I said issue 5 was the last one. I guess. Well, we've got issue #6 coming out, which is awesome. Superman Lost. I've been loving Superman Lost. It's my favorite miniseries coming out of Superman right now. Highly recommend that if you haven't already. Sandman issue #1 is coming out. Definitely something to look into. Let's see. That's special edition. World's Finest Teen Titans #4. World's Finest Teen Titans has been doing really good. Dynamite. I actually have a book to talk about. Army of Darkness Forever issue #1. And there's a foil variant. It's right here. I'm glad I grabbed mine when I did. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be good. And that is basically all I have to say for that book from Dynamite. So we're going to, Garbage Pail Kids, Trashing Through Time. Interesting. We're in IDW. I don't believe there's anything from IDW, but for me, it would be all the way at the bottom. We got the next Sonic issue. Halloween. That's the cartoon, the Saturday morning TMNT. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter will be coming out next week. Again, it's one of those things where if you want it, you're going to read it. If you don't want it, you won't. A Haunted Girl, issue #1 from Image. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna read it and see if I like it. And if I like it, we'll see if we move forward with that book and if I review it. I'm not really into Creep Show. Destiny's Gate issue #1, another #1. We'll have to look into that too. I like to look at all the #1s. If I don't review it, that usually means that it just didn't grab me and it's not something I see myself reading. By the way, if you're commenting, I apologize. I will be back as soon as I go through this because this takes up my entire screen. Midlife, another issue #1. I'll graze through it and see if I like it. Scorched is always good. I love when Scorched does covers like that. I missed out on Epic, unfortunately. Same thing with the culling. And Undiscovered Country. Your next Walking Dead comes out. And now we're in Marvel. I'm done with Amazing Spider-Man for right now. I'm really not. It really didn't do anything for me once I found out what was behind the whole Spidey acting the way he was. Avengers, Blade. Not really a Blade fan. Issue #1 of Captain Marvel Assault on Eden. Probably will be abstaining from that. Same thing with Cap, Wolf, and the Howling Commandos. And not my thing either. Simile, Guardians, Iron Man. I'm looking forward to Invincible Iron Man issue #9. I don't read Magneto. Moon Knight, City of the Dead issue #4. Moon Knight versus Werewolf by Night. What is this? A Marvel Knights? What is it? By Marvel Knights Tales or Marvel Tales? It's a one shot. Marvel books. That's another problem. That was another problem that was mentioned in the on Twitter. Is $8 per book if it's a one shot, or $9 for certain books. That's why Marvel's not making any sales. Nobody wants to spend $9 on a book, at least on a single issue. My opinion, of course, but looking forward to Spider-Man India, the final issue with the new costume, a bunch of Dark Droid stuff going on. This is all Star Wars. Superior Spider-Man issue #1. Looking forward to that. Highly looking forward to that. And we got Wolverine issue #38. Looking forward to Wolverine 38. And now we're in the Independence. So let's see. What do we have in the Independence? American Psycho issue #1. Won't be reading it, but I mean, any fans of American Psycho? Oh, what was Blade Runner? Is that an issue 1? Nope, that's an issue 5. Bloodborne's next issue is out. For those of you that are interested in Bloodborne. Conan. A lot of interesting books, I will say that at least. Darkstalkers. Oh, God. Hisinko? I don't know. Looks interesting at the very least. A bunch of signed books, Firefly. Fairy Tales presents Van Helsing Horror Beneath. Looking forward to that. I'll be reading that one. I feel bad I missed out on Hunt for the Skinwalkers. That looks like it would have been interesting. Nope, that's issue number 3. When it comes to the independents, I feel like I really just go through them really quickly because there really aren't too many issue number 1s yet. We got this one. I spoke too soon. Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac Time Odyssey, issue number 1, coming out of Ablaze Media. I don't really read Ablaze at this point in time. Got Simon Says number 1, that comes out of Blood Moon Comics. Looks interesting. From Scout, we have A Traveler's Guide to Flogoria, issue number 3. I missed out, issue number 3. Didn't really get the first 2 issues, so unfortunately, you'll see when I do my haul short that I did get a lot of books from Scout, but couldn't grab everything all at once. And that is it. We are done with all of that. So what do we got? Yeah, I agree with you, Tavia. $9 is a lot. I remember the movie. That tells you something right there. So we went through the previews. We went through the book comics coming out next week. We've made our half-hour mark. However, there is one other thing, one other little preview before we go, and then I'll make the announcement, and that will be the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually had my good friend Smoke help me to put together a little preview for, I'm taking that off for now, a little preview for all of you to watch and to reveal. Now, I've been back on YouTube. I'm going to preface this. I've been back on YouTube now we're going into the 2nd month. Well, technically 3rd, because I started in the middle of August. The comic reviews are on time. Things are moving forward with Comics and Coffee. And now that I'm back to a point where I'm reading enough books, very soon we'll get top 5 most anticipated back. And the comic calls, again, are something I have to work on a bit more because I know what I want to do, but I'm not getting there yet. I will be getting there very soon, but unfortunately, we're not at the point yet where I can do a weekly comic book call. However, it is coming, and more than likely, God please, it will be in 2024. But until we get into 2024, most anticipated, the comic reviews and Comics and Coffee will be here. Hopefully, I'll get some blogging started possibly and podcasting started on the entertainment channel. So you got the blue brand, the red brand that has some stuff coming soon. You've got this brand right here, the blue brand, which is all the media stuff going on. And hopefully, we'll have some game reviews coming up for Dark Avenger Media soon. However, I've always been fond of the color green. It is something that has been one of my favorite colors since I was a kid. And I think green is an appropriate way to preface what all of you are about to see.
Somebody better clip that.
Point straight up. Oh, hello.
No way! No freaking way!
Getting cracking right fucking now.
We are, and so are they, and they can't move either. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to reintroduce all of you to Dark Avenger Gaming. For those of you that don't remember, I used to go by Dark Avenger Gaming on Twitch before I decided to make a more original name for myself, breaking away from Dark Avenger on YouTube and becoming Chaotic Falcon 86. So, um, Dark Avenger Gaming was originally my streaming channel, and I started doing some LPs on Twitch and whatnot. And unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. However, the beauty of YouTube is Let's Plays work a lot better on here. So as of tonight, the Dark Avenger brand is expanding by one more channel. So as you know, this is Dark Avenger Media, the blue brand, Dark Avenger Entertainment, the red brand, and live right now is Dark Avenger Gaming, the green brand. And we are going to be, oh, thank you. That was all smoke. That was not me. That was not me. I'm very happy to say that my friend Smoke did a freaking amazing job with it. I'm going to bring up my Discord 1 second because I'm going to share the link in the comments now for Dark Avenger Gaming for all of you to join if you'd like to subscribe. We're going to be doing Let's Plays, no media stuff. There is not going to be any reviews or anything like that. It is strictly going to be, here's a link in chat for those of you in chat. I will be adding the link to the description when this video is over. We are going to be doing Let's Plays. We're going to be doing some maybe achievement things. It's going to be centric on gaming. So you're not going to be seeing my face unless it's an announcement or some type of a chat about things going on the channel. You will not be seeing my face. It will all be games. And right now I just got Assassin's Creed Mirage. So we'll probably end up starting with that. I would have loved to have done a Halloween themed month. However, the channel's new, and I know that the start of a channel, you don't have as many viewers as you will have in about a year or more. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while for this channel to build up, just like it's taking a while for entertainment to build up. But I'm hoping that as the Let's Plays come out, more and more newer people will find the channel, find it interesting, subscribe, and we'll build up a nice community of gamers over there. And then by this time next year, we'll be doing some Halloween themed Let's Plays and some Halloween themed videos. It's all going to be about gaming. I'm hoping to do as many LPs as I can. Again, I do have this channel that takes priority, and then I do have other things going on. I will still be streaming on Twitch. Twitch is not changing. It's still Chaotic Falcon 86. It's still going to be going on. However, anything that involves stories or Let's Plays, I'm going to be doing over on Dark Avenger Gaming. Yes, that is one of the games I'm going to be doing. I do have Dead Space Remake. I will be doing Dead Space Remake. I have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I'll probably do after I do the Assassin's Creed Mirage Let's Play. I have all the Metro series that I would love to do, so I'll probably end up running through all the Metros. Again, because the original walkthroughs I did got deleted because I lost my other gaming channel. We're going to have a bunch of LPs going on, and if there's any games you'd like to see me do an LP of, feel free to let me know. I am going to be changing up the joint brand logo on Twitter. We're going to have the red, the blue, and then we're going to actually have a green. Now the green brand mixed in. So on the bottom of the red and blue, you're going to see green. All the changes are going to be taking place between tonight and tomorrow. But we do have a third brand now. I'm very excited for it. And again, it's something that is still in my range of doable because I game with my friends almost every single night. So what is it to take a half hour and do a recording while gaming with my friends? And once I get my streaming computer, or my computer in general, I should say, up and running, we'll be adding VR games outside of PlayStation VR, which I can still stream and record PlayStation VR games, but we'll be adding PC VR and other PC games. Once I get my PC up and running, we'll have some stuff on there too. There will be multiplayer on there as well. Don't think it's just Let's Plays. We'll have multiplayer on there. Maybe some Among Us, some other games, Dead by Daylight, specific recordings, not streamed Dead by Daylight. These will be planned recordings. And then when I get VR chat up, we'll see if I'll do some recorded VR chat type videos, maybe specific games in VR chat, not it's very Irish of me, yes, but green has always been one of my favorite colors. but not stuff that would be considered stream. I don't want everybody to think that I'm going to give up on streaming or I'm going to sacrifice streaming for videos. No. And anything that I put up on Dark Avenger Gaming is going to be exclusive recorded content. Nothing that's, I mean, maybe once in a very great while it'll be something I stream, but mostly it's going to be exclusive recorded content. And now that I have a capture card, as you all know, it'll be a lot better quality than when I was recording off of a TV all those years ago. Man, those are memories I'll never miss. I'll always miss those, never forget them, but I am glad I have a capture card now so everybody can actually see in perfect, crisp, what do you call it, quality. When Dark Avenger Gaming will get started, your guess is as good as mine. Keep an eye on my Twitter, which is a joint Twitter. It's the Dark Avenger C86 Twitter or X or whatever the hell Elon Musk is calling it this week. I'll make the announcement when I start uploading videos on there. As of 10 o'clock tonight, the video all of you saw, if you'd like to see it again, if it froze for you a bit, or, you know, I know my picture got stuck in with it. If you'd like to see it again, it'll be uploaded. It's the first video that's going to be going up on Dark Avenger Gaming, and I'm going to be just jumping right into the walkthroughs. I've given all of you the rundown. I feel like I don't need to intro the channel at this point. Right now, we just want to get right into it, I'm sure. You all know what a gaming channel is. If you like gaming, you're going to subscribe. If you don't like gaming, you won't subscribe. I don't have to explain the ins and outs to all of you. I'm going to be grabbing a game. I'm going to be doing Let's Plays. I'm going to be doing multiplayer, and I'm going to be going maybe for some achievements. The end. And we're going to have fun. Again, if you'd like to see me specifically play any game, if there's any game that you have a liking to that you'd like to see my commentary on, because while I'm playing, I'll be commenting. And as a matter of fact, there are some games that my friends like, and they're going to be sitting in with me as I'm playing the game and commentating with me. So if there's any game you'd like to see my commentary on or my friend's commentary on, feel free to let me know in this video in the comments. Feel free to let me know on Twitter, or feel free to join the Discord. Link is on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/chaoticfalcon86. Join the community, talk with us, and tell us what you'd like to see us play. I have some good news for you, Tevia. I have Baldur's Gate 3 on the PlayStation. That is going to be one of the first walkthroughs I do as well. However, I'm probably going to stream it first. It's going to be one of those walkthroughs that I stream, and then I'll put up on Dark Avenger Gaming, or I'll run two separate campaigns where one is a stream and one is Dark Avenger Gaming. I don't know yet, because I do like having audience feedback. However, at the same time, now that I wasn't planning to do this YouTube channel just yet, so I was going to stream Baldur's Gate first, but now I might just record the whole thing and just let YouTube have it, because I'm going to be honest with all of you. Twitch has gotten a little crazy with their AdSense, and as much as I appreciate all the subscribes and everything, Twitch is now taking 70% out of the 100%, and honestly, I like working on YouTube. I know the ins and outs of YouTube. I'll always stream. I'm never leaving Twitch. However, I feel like I want to give 110% to YouTube and just a plain 100% for Twitch. So Baldur's Gate, more than likely, I know the game is massive. Baldur's Gate more than likely will be on. Oh, that's a good point, Brilly. Thank you for that. So maybe for the YouTube channel, right, I'll do my solo Let's Play of Baldur's Gate. And then, as Brilly pointed out here, there is multiplayer for Baldur's Gate. So on Twitch, we'll have the multiplayer. And on YouTube, here, I will be doing my solo run of the game. Thank you, babe. You're brilliant. I didn't even think of that. So with that, I'll let you digest all of this, and I'll let all of you go. I'll be back next week for another Dark Avenger Live. Hopefully, we'll have some news coming out of New York Comic Con. But till then, take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. And I will see all of you really soon on the next live show, or in the next video, or in the next Let's Play now. See y'all later, and have a wonderful week.